Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you back to Wario Land Shake It, in which I have a bit of a confession to make. Like a dummy, I forgot to double check my mic and its audacity to uninstall itself from my computer. It does that somewhat often, and for whatever reason I decided, at the beginning of this 2.5 hour recording session that, hey, I was just gonna go in and just assume that everything is fine. Turns out it's not entirely the case. Lost the audio for this half-hour episode and the next one. Everything else is fine, but I should have checked beforehand, and I did not. I neglected that facet of arguably the more annoying part of this game, and that is doing the bonus stages of each area, which is what we spend a little bit of time doing here. And the funny thing about this particular recording is that it was already a re-record from a run that I was really unhappy with, which in the re-record that I lost, I professed that I probably was going to upload the take that I was not happy with, and that would be the Area 1 bonus stages. And so I'm re-recording here kind of explaining it and going through and buying our last heart vessel and lamenting over the fact that we can't buy her sex tape. But yeah, that audio went through fine, and then I lost the re-record and then the following video, so that was kind of a shitty turn of events, all things considered. But I'm here, and we'll see how things go. And I don't really like post-commentating all that much because it's so weird on account of all of the times that I just sit on a screen explaining something. I don't know what I'm explaining. I don't remember. So we'll see how this goes because it's been about a week since I've seen this footage, but according to the disturbing tome, this stage isn't all that bad to start things off. It's a little bit annoying because you have to deal with motion controls and speed running it essentially, along with dealing with really unfavorable cycles, but that is a far second compared to the music we're about to experience here. That is what I remember sitting here and being like, well, this seems oddly inappropriate for a stage like this, but we'll go and swan dive off the floor in midair and continue onwards because this first room is actually really good for getting heads of garlic. And did I get good luck in doing this? Maybe not. I'm getting bullied by some bananeros. So, oh, one giant garlic, I forgot about that. That was the first time we've seen it in this playthrough, I think. And basically it kills all the enemies it runs into, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if it restores all your health, but you are going to be smelling like garlic for a mighty long time. We've also got ourselves some nice zombifying breath Mr. Mummies. Cats are fighting off in the other room. Wouldn't have it any other way. And so we're going to move on here. I might pause at some point and kind of delegate what I plan on doing in this episode, because obviously to get through the entire stage we need to play through this multiple times, and that fact hasn't been truer for so many of the stages that, precede this one. So I think I try to do this without getting hit, but I do. But we will get coins, heads of garlic, probably not time, and also the enemy. Now, something that I try here that I fail on this first guy is timing this bomb destruction to fall while the guy is, so he doesn't get squished, so he gets caught in between the crate and the wall, which is hilarious. So yeah, you're gonna go drop the scorpion, and I didn't mean to actually do that, but it's so funny because when he gets up, he's gonna be caught in a dancing animation, and I love it. It's just so funny. I don't know. I was so into that. And quicksand we don't have to worry too much about. However, here is where we're gonna deal with a bird, aka a turkey jerk, and I hate him. I think their official name is Turkey Jerk or something like that. But I bring him over here and I'm like, hey, will this kill me? No, it won't kill me, but it will kill the turkey. So that's good. Those little noises. So, fortunately, Wario's really claustrophobic, so he brings all the power of his adrenaline to lift the pyramid and do that really cool jump. It's actually a little bit trickier than it seems, so that's nice. We got ourselves a diamond, and we can get our way up into the actual tomb itself. And this is where things get pretty simple. I mean, it's just harder stages of levels that we've already done before, but a lot of them take place like at night or at a different time of day. But we head up here and we get our very first treasure, which in this case is the instant Tuten ramen, which is very dry or alternatively very soggy, so I can't imagine they would be good. It'd probably go great with that sarcophagus soup, you know? Delicious. So, let's go over here, kill that dude. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of post-commentating. It's just, it's weird, and when it's forced, like I'm kind of forcing myself to do now, I think it could go, you know, a couple different ways. I don't think it's too terrible. I just really didn't want to have to replay this stage 3 times in a row, and I was really sick of it. I'm demonstrating you can't earthshake punch in the quicksand. Cute. But yeah, I just, plus I already had saved over all of that the old save files, and I just had the video files, and I was just like, oh, god damn it, I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? Haven't had to do that since Hey Pikmin, but whatever. So over here, what do we even need to do? Avoid Mr. Dude up there on the ceiling. It's kind of rude. Kill everything in the process, though. Make sure our butt stomp works, and we'll go up here. Destroy that, and oh, that didn't miss. Okay, cool. And what is up here? Oh, 2 mini coin bags. Not a huge fan of that. I think I was talking about how unfortunate it was that I had to kind of partition it out in a certain way. That's okay. I think we end up getting most of them, but welcome to today. I'm almost done with the series, obviously. I think I'm at, what, the area 4 bonus stages at this point, and then I went to go edit the most recent batch, and I was like, god damn, but that's okay. Actually, that happened after I noticed the second episode didn't go through in the commentary, so never mind. But I haven't gotten around to re-recording it until now, so it's just like, whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. The first episode got some pretty good numbers compared to the channel's normal one, so glad about that. Let's go and grab all these coins. I was waiting for the pyramid to go down, and there's a very inconspicuous spot where it looks like we can fly through. And for those eagle-eyed viewers or players or whatever, that dude can butt stomp us all the way through here, and we can actually sink into this quicksand. It'll be good for us. So we come down here, and this is our second treasure. So that's nice. The golden tissues. Jeez, I wonder what could have possibly thought of that. And then the force from the cannon doesn't launch the pyramid up into the air, which is weird, but a earthshake punch, no problem. Don't even worry about it. So let's see what I decide to do here. Avoid the turkey jerk. It's good. Good butt stomp. Your down on your D-pad has not been working out for you. And we're actually almost towards the end of the stage, I want to say. Oh no, this room. This room actually gave me a little bit of trouble because I think, yeah, there's the earthshake punch. The spiny sinks down into the quicksand, and I was like, oh my god, if I jump down there, am I gonna die? And then this guy almost pierces me from the bottom of the screen. But I was just like, let me be careful. And then I go over here and I make the mortal mistake of getting rid of this switch and sending the, yeah, our lovely mummified friend down into the quicksand, which he seems to be perfectly content with. He was like, finally, the sweet release of death. It has surrounded me. And I'm just thinking, man, we need to go down there for another secret. But I can't do it because I think he's still gonna be there and I'm gonna get hurt. Because at this point, I think I'm gonna get through this stage without taking damage. Oh boy, was past Ellison wrong. He couldn't have been more farther from the truth if he tried. So I think I killed something else there. Maybe it was hard to tell. That's the end of the stage. Don't you dare go into that stinky mummy breath. Kind of makes you wish we could be zombified. And then over here I realize you can't. Nice, well done. You can't, you know, shoulder punch your way out of quicksand, so that kind of sucks. But you're gonna get hurt here, aren't you? Or do I get through the stage without getting hurt? I don't remember. But maybe if you go drop down there now, because the mummy doesn't respawn. Because at this point I was thinking, well, maybe the mummy respawned and fell back into the pit while I was re-entering the room. Not so much the case. We were fine the entire time. Don't worry about it, Ellison. You're just way too goddamn cocky. So we're good there. If we head up here, this will just take us back to that same, room and even higher. For the oasis in a teapot. Ooh, I love that one. The description's kind of funny because it's like this teapot grants infinite water or something. You just need to provide the tea. And I was thinking to myself, well, that sounds like a much more valuable treasure than the infinite coin shake bag, you know? Just to have infinite water? I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I think having a clean water supply would save a lot of the world's problems, especially an everlasting supply of it. So I don't know. But anyway, here's the last room. We're going to be taking a look at what we need to do. Because the golden enemy is in the mad dash. You can't get all bomb blocks and also collect all 36,000 coins. So you have to go one way or the other. And then beating the stage without taking damage is that. But finishing before the clock hits 3 might be doable. Actually, it might not be doable if you want to do the bomb blocks, but definitely not the coins. So I'm sitting here discussing that, contemplating, and I think it takes me maybe 2 tries to get this started because it's so annoying. So, Mr. Merfolk friend, if I could care to break you out. We're gonna go ahead and probably start off with butt stomping, because this will allow us to get rid of this mummy in record time. And here's where we gotta deal with a lot of cycle-based, motion-controlled cannon shenanigans, which I already screwed up because my Wiimote is no good. See, it's just, I already screwed up, so I retry immediately. But for the most part, it's not really that bad, because the angles you have to switch to are all the same. It's just doing it in a timely manner. And so, a second time apparently is the charm. Go and do that again. Pretend you didn't see the botched attempt there, even though it's easy enough to redo it. We weren't going to get the time bonus if we tried. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and grab all these. Beautiful. And, yeah, you just gotta wait. Same. Nice. Well done. Well done. There you go, Allison. Yes, it was on its side. This one you have to wait because it takes a second for the cannon to shoot. When you hear the wah, that it's revving up and you're just kind of stuck there. But if you hold it, you'll be fine. This confuses me twice because it's just weird when it's on the ceiling. It's hard to aim, and I hate it. But that's okay. Other way, Allison. There you go. And now we're done with the motion control part. This is where we get to decide our fate and determine whether or not we want to get time or bonuses of any sort or money, but we're gonna head down here because what we actually want is the golden enemy. And what was hilarious about this is I run into him and just knock him over. That was amazing. You can't pick him up because he's the mummy, and apparently Wario's not hefty enough to shake them, but that's okay. I tried to get up on that ledge, but it doesn't seem like you can quite reach it, so gotta make the old walk of shame all the way back, as Orio's doing right now. He probably got clawed in the face by Pixel. They're fighting in the other room. And we're gonna re-dashinate ourselves and probably go the alternate path just to show it and get some more coins. I'm really insecure about the number of coins I collected in this stage so far. But let's see what happens. We go up here, cool. So, yeah, not too bad, and we only got a couple extra pennies, no big deal. So we grab all these, and this is where it gets a little bit annoying, mostly because we need to deal with the bombs. This is where you would kill them all, as well as, you know, in that dancing, spiny place, but we need to get money, so we're gonna keep on going this way. And there's a cannon that is just so conveniently placed there for us to do this. For quite possibly one of my favorite exits in the entire stage is go across the moon collecting things. And you go here straight into the exit. And we did without taking damage, so for that run, that was probably as good as we could possibly get. It was a vast improvement over the first run I did of that. So this re-record was nice, I was already feeling it. And I was like, we got all the treasures, we got 4 of the 6 missions that we were able to get, and we would have to have replayed it anyways, which I ended up doing off screen, no way after this. So, yeah, I was really content with that. But on the other hand, as we enter the second bonus stage of Area 1, I actually do significantly worse on Gurgle Gulch than I did in the first recording. So, that sucks. But basically, there's a lot of alternative sort of missions you can take. Either collect 30,000 coins, or don't take any large silver coins, which they're going to put in ticket spots. So beat the stage without using the checkpoint, and don't touch Scaracudas. This one, I think, took me a grand total of 5 tries to get everything of, because obviously, to beat the stage fast, you need to kill the Scaracudas. But you also need to, you know, beat the stage without using the checkpoint, which is actually easy. So, all in all, the stage sucked, and I was, you know, a little too nervous about doing it. I guess I was just too much in my own head, and I was just failing every single little trick, and just, I was not happy with this run, but that's okay, because, well, we're back to prehistoric times with some oddly optimistic music. I don't know if I'm exactly feeling that for this stage, but if we can move on past the first room and not look at whatever's going on here, I think I have a little spiel with this dude. I'm talking about him. It's like, dude, it's okay. Life will be fine until I accidentally knock him into the water. Whoops, it's not the first time my stomach has caused the death of, you know, an innocent victim. But one of my favorite parts about this particular level is the fact that when you drain the water from this spot, the Scarecuda immediately dies. Because he, for whatever reason, couldn't stand not being in water for a quarter of a second. So that was kind of an unusual death for him, to say the least, but that's okay. We're gonna get some coins here, and something that I actually was attempting to do on this run was collect coins, and I actually ended up failing that. So I'll note the reason where I was a little confused, but we won't have to worry about that because the Scarecudas here are the worst. They actually puppy guard the bottom of the ropes. You can see that one waiting on the right hand side. He's just waiting there, and he'll jump up immediately afterwards. And at this point I'm just thinking, okay, I'm gonna get through the stage without taking damage. Easy enough. Not really so much the case, but we'll go and kill Mr. Forkman, and this guy right here, his little dazed animation is so cute. I was just crying and just like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, these are the silver coins you want to avoid if you want that mission completed. And it's not really all that difficult, to be honest, so I wouldn't worry too much, but we'll head up over here and head inside for once. No, we're still outside. Oh, this room. Okay. So the thing that we actually need to worry about here is using the Dashinator to do all sorts of business. Our good friend Mr. Golden Enemy is just hanging along the ceiling there, so we'll go and get him first. So we'll turn here and jump right up into there, and since he's a spiny creature who just thinks that, ooh, look, I can defy gravity and just print my little way on the ceiling, we're gonna go and probably drop him down and just get whatever 1 gold coin he can provide for us. Just hanging out up there. Don't know what I'm talking about. That's taking so long. Jeez. And yeah, so we just got to kill him the old-fashioned way. So easy enough mission. Now this coin bag to the upper right is one of great importance to us. You need this if you want the golden coin completion. But what I didn't realize is you can stand on that upper left-hand ledge where I'm right now, and you can actually stand very close to the edge and catch it. I don't know why I didn't do it here, but if you're just a little more to the right, you just grab it. Don't jump, it will fall into your hands. And I squandered it, but I was like, oh, maybe I can still make the coins. I don't know, maybe. But at this point, I'm kind of gauging whether or not I'm gonna go for time or for coins. So it was really kind of a mess of a part, which I'm kind of glad that I ended up fucking up the recording for, so. Yeah, goddamn Blue Yetis and Windows platforms do not work for shit. So what we gotta do over here, which I'm pretty sure I fail, is crawl there. We killed our first Scarecuda, and so, yeah, now we gotta deal with that. But I was already resigned to the fact that, hey, he was probably gonna die anyways, so. I only made 1 portion of coffee today. And it's weird because I can't divvy it up into single portions. It's got to be a full pot. Even if I want to make a 4th of it, I'll put in a 4th of the water and coffee grounds, and it will not taste as good as a fresh pot. But fortunately, we've got Imperial Boxers to guide us on our way. So over here, we've got ourselves a couple of enemies. A drill bit that I should probably kill here, which I don't. Do I? Or do I not? I think yeah, that's the first thing I do. Cool. Good thinking, Allison. It's another place where they try to screw you over with silver coins. But we've got ourselves a bit of a rehash of a room that we've dealt with before, where we need to go back and forth and crush the crates as we do it. But this one, obviously, is a little bit more difficult. So we'll go back and forth, and I think I actually screwed it up once because I forgot to jump. But there's some outer ledges you need to jump to, and I was just thinking, oh, better not forget to do that, and then I immediately forgot to do it, like, or did I? No, I screwed up here. Or what? I did my first try? Okay. Well done, Allison. I didn't have any faith in you whatsoever. As we collect Wario's dust cloth. Can you think about all of the connotations that that one item has? Why is it in a treasure chest? Why does it belong to Wario? Couldn't tell ya, but man, it's a weird-ass treasure. Telling you now. Okay, this part kind of gave me a heart attack because I'm like, oh, there won't be any enemies beneath me, but lo and behold, I almost get myself impaled by Mr. Drillbit. So, you guys can all get out of the entrance, stop crowding me, please, and go away, and we'll go deal with this. Collect all of the coins, and we'll be fine. Whoa! Yeah, as I almost get skewered there. I have a couple of close calls until I get screwed over by an enemy and I fall into a spike pit, so that's annoying. When an enemy is dazed, it pushes you backwards like that. Ah, it's the worst. I was just thinking to myself, yeah, I'm doing so good. Haven't gotten hit, got most of the coins I need. This room kind of sucks because there's a lot of spikes. So you got to stay towards the top of the rope. That is for whatever reason on the inside of these caves. But don't worry, it's a Nintendo game. You don't gotta logic everything. But it isn't until we reach this room. On the bonus recording, or the first failed one that I was not a fan of and decided to re-record, on the first one, I did really well on this. I did it first try, I got through this entire area, and I actually ended up getting hit by this fork dude, which was annoying, so I'm killing him now, so I'm like, it won't happen again, and then I missed, and I was just like, god damn it. And that is only the first of our failures in this room. Because it takes me multiple times to do this, and each walk/swim of shame to get all of our dash to the second level in a single run takes forever. And on the first recording I did it first try. So let's see how many times I fail here, right here. So you gotta hit these, but I already screwed up. You gotta hit these switches when you run across. But what I don't think to do is just push them now on my swim of shame all the way back to the Dashinator. Here we've got ourselves a bit of a Sniffit-like enemy, but they're like weird octopuses, so kind of cool of them to die that way. But anyways, let's see how many times past Allison decides to fail this before he ends up doing decently. So jump and jump, not bad. Now you gotta turn around here and do red, but I screwed up again. Oh, but I saved it slightly. So you're not, yeah, okay, that did absolutely nothing for the rankings there. So here's swim number 2. Keep on going, Allison. You're not done here yet. Oh, that is a good cup of coffee, even though it's nothing like it normally is. And then I jumped there. Why did you do that? You dum-dum, you've done that 4 times. And then you jump there? What are you thinking? You don't even get it this next try. What are you, oh my god. I think well, let's see. Okay, so maybe I do actually make it this time. So I remember where to jump here. Nice, there you go. Shouldn't have taken you nearly that long, but we collected something important, and that was love. All you need is love. And then I didn't press the switches again. Oh, I am not good at this game. I'm telling you right now. And I was just probably thinking to myself there, oh, that wasn't so bad. Hubris. And this is where I get screwed over, is this asshole right here. I want to jump down onto the side of him, but because he was already dazed, I ended up going in some direction I had no control over. So now I'm just mad. And I'm just like, God, why do I suck so freaking much at this game, man? It's just because I'm bad. So I kind of start playing a little bit more recklessly, and I'm just like, whatever. This multi-strike guy can go and prick me all he wants. I don't give a goddamn. But yeah, the purple ones will be multi-fire, so interesting death animations. But there we go. We can now make it all the way down here for, you know, a bit of a pointless room, but it helps us escape, so it's not too bad. Ori is playing in the curtains now, and if he comes over here near the wires, I'm gonna be really sad. Ori, right? As if he were on cue. How's it going, buddy? Oh, rubbed his tail against the mic. That's probably not good. But if you're still hearing this, it was okay, and I didn't have to put in weird post commentary. Now, oddly enough, the end of this stage is actually easy enough to the point where I feel confident that we don't need to hit the checkpoint. So I decided not to, because I knew I would regret it if I wanted to do that. So I go ahead and grab the Merfolk, and we begin our crazy descent into insanity. Right now my nose is getting all plugged up. That's not a good sign of things to come, because I still wanted to record some stuff today. But we'll see. Do kind of like this outro music, though. I think at one point I might have said I wasn't a fan of it, but, you know, I can dig it. It's a nice little jazzy piano tune. Like it. Alright, so we make our way left, and that is all we're doing. This room is kind of annoying, because this is where you're more than likely to get hurt, but I managed to end up doing it without getting touched at all. I was just thinking to myself, of course I wasn't going to get touched there. So we're going to go over here, and there's going to be a rope. Do I grab it? No, I don't. There are coins you need on that swing, and so make sure you grab those if you want the coins, because if you don't, then you can't make it. So we'll grab this, and I'm thinking, oh man, I probably don't have the coins, but that's okay. I'll just get it next time when I'm not killing Scaracudas or whatever, but that's alright. You kill them here, and you keep running. Am I still going for time? I screwed up. I screwed up. You did bad. I think the time for this stage is really generous. Like, it's 45, I think. 1:45. Yeah. So, overall, not exactly pleased about that run. The only one I couldn't really help was the Scaracudas. I might have been able to flip the 30 coins considering how fast I went through that spike room, but I really did this a lot better the first round. Even though I think I ended up with the same results, actually. I still got hurt and I didn't get the 30k, so I don't know, why did I re-record if I was just going to be worse? Anyways, that was Gurgle Gulch, starring the Backyard Sluts number 9 chicks, but anyways, things don't get any tougher. Yeah, you're saying that to the dude that has had to play this 3 times almost at this point, but I ended up getting all those missions off screen, so thank you guys so much for listening. Next time, we're going to be entering Area 2 and heading into Sneak Peek. Oh boy, back to the volcano. But that's okay, because that's also going to be post-commentated, which sucks because I was actually really pleased about that commentary, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, probably with a different drink, because this coffee is kind of cold now. Way to go, Allison.